So I was an Army recruiter for 4 years, and judge me if you want, whatever, fine, I know. But yeah, and I remember being really worried about a couple things, and the primary thing I was concerned with was, parents like grilling me, and as they should, right? I was like, and have all my answers ready, and tell them what's going to happen. And in 4 years, happened single digit times. Incredibly,
Really?
yeah, I was stunned. I was stunned by a lot of things as a recruiter. That was one of them.
You didn't have a lot of Italian mothers dropping their.
I'll love to look back. I'll have to look back and see how many were Italian. But listen, it was so fucking rare. I couldn't believe it.
Wow.
I was dealing with 17, 18, 19-year-olds or 20 or 21 who were living with their folks or whatever. And a lot of the times I'd be doing like their contracts and their paperwork and their testing and stuff and getting them ready. And it's like, so your parents like have any questions? I said, do they know you're here? Yeah. And I'd see them 5, 6, 7 times. The parents would show up for the enlistment ceremony. The parents almost always showed up for that. But that was the first time I saw a lot of them. Like a lot of times. And I was just thinking, man, my dad was in the Army. And if I'm at the recruiting station as a high school senior, you bet my parents would be there. And they know what they're going into. These folks have no idea what their kids are signing up for. That happened more often than it didn't. And that was that was kind of stunning. So John is absolutely right. A lot of folks really put on the show that they care, but they actually don't.
Do you think it's the demographics? And I mean this and not in an offensive way, but just like the types of places that these recruitment centers are involved with. Do you think it's just that there's a lack of parental involvement from the beginning?
So, that's a decent point, because the students who were in like college or had or maybe affluent areas, they were more likely to have their parents show up. That's true. They were, and just like John said, the parents were less busy too. Like
right.
Yeah, it's like the thing like a guy with one job is doing fine. A guy with 5 jobs broke as hell, and so their parents, that they may not have had the time to show up as well. That's a fair point too.